Welcome back to another episode of Tarot Talk with me, your host, Tawanantoinette. This is going to be your May reading. It can resonate for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I recommend checking your rising sign first. Before we begin, I'm very excited. A few announcements though. We are going to be doing a collective reading today, so it will not resonate for everyone. I don't want you all to believe that every single reading will be your reading, because that's not possible. We're pulling on collective energy, so sometimes it may hit for you, other times it may not. Some parts of it may resonate, other parts may not. All of it may resonate for you at some times. Other times that may not be the case, because it's not personal. So if you'd like to book a personal reading, remember that link is in the description to do that. And then moving on to our next announcement, I would like to say a big thank you to everybody who has booked a personal reading with me. I really appreciate it. And last but not least, this reading is available via YouTube, or it's available via the podcast. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Remember to smash that like button, drop a comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And if you're listening to the podcast, remember to leave us a rating, share with a friend who you think this may be helpful towards. Or if you just think, hey, this person may like this person may be open to tarot, remember to share so we can grow our community. With that said, let's begin. Geminis. The first card we have in May is Never Ending Story. You've been in a loop. You've been stuck in a loop. All of us have been through this never-ending story at some point in our lives. Now, you've probably had a lot of red flags that have popped up in this story that you've been in this loop that you've been in. And you've been having to have courage as you go through a cycle that maybe you have already experienced and you're going through this again. Now, let's jump into the tarot to find the specifics. We have the Two of Cups clarified by the Six of Cups. So you're definitely dealing with some kind of relationship. I do not, as a matter of fact, there's not one pentacle on this board. So this is definitely going to be a relationship for a lot of you. Now, the kind of relationship is up to you. Some of you guys, it will be a friend. Some of you guys, it will be a business partner. Others of you, it will be your spouse, or your boyfriend, lover, girlfriend, your counterpart. So there's a relationship, Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. Lots of nostalgic memories between you guys. We have the High Priestess here, and it's clarified by the Justice card. And then we have the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So you may be dealing with a fire sign, or you may have fire in your chart, or this is how this person is presenting. But for some reason, it's almost like this relationship has characteristics of things that you've been through before. You've experienced these themes before. You've experienced this encounter before. You've experienced this dynamic before. And it's almost like, it feels like another learning experience. It's another chance for you to react and respond differently to a cycle that you've experienced before. Some of you may share a child with this person. Some of you, not all of you. Because we have the Page of Wands clarifying the King and the Queen of Wands. Either way though, the issue with the relationship is something is off balance. Something is not balanced, something is not just, something is not fair, something is not equal, something is not reciprocal. And you've had messages from your guides showing you that, because we've had heed the messengers, have courage, hear the ancient ones. Heed the messengers and hear the ancient ones. Your guides have definitely been showing you and trying to help you as it pertains to the imbalance of this relationship. But there's some kind of imbalance that has existed between you and this person. Moving on to the middle row, we have Milk and Honey. Let me show you guys this card. And then clarifying it, we have let two become one. So the intention here is that something is possible to be mended. Something is possible to be united. We're starting with the Five of Wands, and it's clarified by the Emperor. So we have somebody who's very stubborn, set in their ways that you're dealing with. Or maybe you're just dealing with beliefs. Beliefs that are set in your world or in the person's world. We have the Five of Cups clarified by this Page of Wands again. And then we have the Page of Swords clarifying the Sun. So there are two people here. And there's a conflict that's happening in the month of May between two people. And maybe this conflict is as a result of somebody being too stubborn. Somebody being too set in their ways. But at the end of the day, it is possible to get to the Sun card. It is possible to get to a happier place with this person who you're dealing with. It is possible to get to this, the milk and honey. If you guys unite as one, put your differences aside, it is possible. There are a lot of tarot readings that I do where it is clear that something is ending and it is clear that somebody is walking away, but this is not what I'm getting from this reading. It's two people who are having some kind of conflict, but it is possible to get over that. There's one person who's a little bit disappointed. This doesn't feel like your energy, gems. It feels like the person you're dealing with feels this disappointment. They feel a sense of loss. And then we have you over here in your Page of Swords energy. As usual, curious little Gemini. And you're probably investigating ways of how can we get over this? How can we get to this happier place? Because it's possible for us. I know it's possible for us. So you're open to the Sun card, and they're open to discovering where else this can go. I feel like it's literally just for you guys to come together and to get over whatever this conflict is. A great way to think about conflict is when you and a person, you and a friend, you and your spouse, you and your lover, you and your business partner, when you and someone is having a conflict, it's not you against the person. It's you and the person against the problem. So I feel like if you're able to look at this in this way with this person, that's how you guys get over it. That's how you become united. And then at the end of the reading, we have chaos and conflict, which, talking about the conflict with the Five of Wands, there is obviously a conflict, but I feel like the future energy is that you guys addressing said conflict. Because now this is sitting in the energy of, oh, I miss them. Oh, how can we fix this? You know, like this is the energy of reveling in the conflict. Like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, this person saying, oh, I shouldn't have said this. Oh, I miss them. Oh, I miss him. You know, that kind of energy. Now, by the end of May, you're pushing through this energy and going to actually addressing this conflict. After reflecting, so we have time to reflect, you're now nurturing all you love, which maybe you love this person, you value this person, and so you're getting over yourself, and this person is getting over themselves to be able to nurture the care that actually exists between the two of you. We have the Fool card, and this doesn't happen often, but when it does, it always continues to surprise me. The Fool card, clarify the Fool card. And then we have the Five of Swords, which talks about this ongoing conflict and somebody being able to one-up the next person and one-up the next person. You are having a new beginning after somebody decides to reach out with an emotionally sincere offer. Hey, I am sorry. Hey, can we talk about this? Hey, we both went wrong here. Hey, how can we get to a calmer place? It feels like this person is reaching out to you to reconcile whatever differences that you're having after a period of reflecting, because this is salvageable. So you're having some kind of new beginning after someone reaches out to apologize, or after you both reach out to apologize to each other. And And I see the situation being resolved in the Three of Cups state. It's definitely possible. Let's get some advice. This could go a lot smoother. What's the advice for Geminis in May? I almost want to say it's not that serious. Like, I don't know what you guys have going on, but I just get the sense that it's not that serious. All right, what's the it's just two people probably not listening to each other's unique perspectives or each other's unique points of view, taking into account the other person's point of view, seeing how the other person would feel if you were in their shoes, you know, things like that. What's the advice for Geminis in the month of May? Spirit, what's the advice for Gems in May, please? Not taking this. What's the advice for Geminis in May? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's your advice for Gems in May? All right. The advice card is leap. You go first and the universe will catch you. Somebody has to reach out. Somebody has to extend the olive branch. Maybe that's you, Geminis. Or maybe it's the other person. Let me read what this card has to say. Leap. Life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap, to throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you're being called to leap toward, or away from, but you're scared to make the move. Or maybe perhaps you're waiting for a big fat sign, or instruction manual, or permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all that we know and hope for something new. And it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we thought we knew for sure. But this is the unavoidable process of rising. And right now, this is how you are being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what once was so full of life to fall away leaf by leaf. For a moment, it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was. But in the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. You go first, take a good run up and leap. Okay, Gems, I hope this was helpful. Remember to like this video if you're watching on YouTube, share a rating, share with your friend if you're listening to the podcast. Oh, and I created a new Instagram page for all tarot content. It's called @Tarot by Tawana. If you're not able to tap into readings, you can read the quick guidance that I post there. I post the Tarotscopes there. I post other astrology messages there. It's just a new community for us to be able to get messages in a more concise way, in addition to the readings that we listen to here. So follow that if you feel called to, and I hope this was helpful. Again, I'll see you next time. Bye.